Hello, everyone. Welcome to 24/7 English Learning. If you've been looking for an easy and enjoyable way to improve your listening skills, you've come to the right place. Today's video is titled, English Listening and Learning Practice Graded Reader, Learn Through Stories, and trust me, this is going to be a game changer for your English learning journey. In this video, we'll dive into an interesting story that's specially designed to help you practice your listening step by step. Using graded readers, the stories are simple, fun, and perfectly suited for learners at any level. Whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or even brushing up on your skills, you'll find this approach both engaging and helpful. Listening practice is essential for mastering English, and stories make the process so much easier and enjoyable. So, if you want to understand English better, sound more fluent, and boost your confidence, stick with me. We're about to explore a fantastic story together that will improve not just your listening but also your vocabulary and comprehension. Are you ready? Let's get started with English listening and learning practice here on 24/7 English Learning, your go-to place for improving your skills through stories. Here at 24/7 English Learning, our mission is simple: to make learning English easy, enjoyable, and effective for everyone. We design videos that help you practice listening, improve your speaking, and even strengthen your reading skills. How do we do it? Through engaging stories, graded content, and practical tips that make learning feel effortless. Whether you're learning English for work, school, travel, or just personal growth, 24/7 English Learning is here to guide you every step of the way. And remember, by subscribing to our channel, you'll never miss a chance to practice, learn, and grow with us. In today's video, we'll be using a graded reader, which is a story carefully adapted to match your level of English. This means the language is simple, the sentences are easy to follow, and the story is designed to help you improve step by step. As we move through the story, I'll pause to explain certain parts. This will help you understand new vocabulary, expressions, and even tricky sentences. The goal is to make listening practice fun and engaging while helping you gain confidence when listening to English in real-life situations, like conversations, movies, or podcasts. By the end of this video, you'll have listened to a complete story, practiced understanding spoken English, and learned some useful words and phrases along the way. I encourage you to listen carefully and try to follow the story as we go. Don't worry if you don't catch everything the first time, that's completely okay. You can always pause, rewind, or re-listen to any part of the video. And if something still doesn't make sense, feel free to leave a comment below, and I'll be happy to help. Let's dive in and start practicing English listening together, one story at a time. Why is listening to stories such a powerful way to improve your English? Well, stories allow you to learn the language in context, which makes it much easier to remember new words and phrases. Instead of memorizing random vocabulary, you'll hear how words are used naturally in sentences, just like native speakers use them in real-life conversations. Listening to stories also helps you improve your pronunciation and rhythm because you get to hear the natural flow of the language. This method makes learning more enjoyable and effective because it doesn't feel like hard studying, it feels like following and enjoying a good story. By listening to this story and following along, you'll develop strong listening skills and boost your understanding without having to constantly check the dictionary. It's an engaging, interactive, and relaxed way to learn English, all while building confidence in your listening abilities. So, if you're serious about improving your listening skills and understanding English better, make sure to stick around till the end of the video. By listening to the full story, you'll get valuable practice, and I'll be here to guide you through the key parts, explaining new words and expressions along the way. This is your chance to learn in a fun and easy way while building your confidence step by step. Are you ready to start? Let's dive into the story and take your English listening skills to the next level, together. Now, let's dive into our story for today. This story is about a young woman named Emma, who moves to a new city to follow her dreams. Emma has always wanted to work as a designer, but starting fresh in an unfamiliar place isn't easy. She faces challenges, like finding a job, meeting new people, and learning to adapt to a different lifestyle. At first, Emma feels overwhelmed and unsure, but as the story unfolds, she discovers how small efforts can make a big difference. With the help of some new friends and her determination to succeed, Emma learns to overcome her fears, take risks, and embrace the opportunities that come her way. As we go through the story, I want you to listen carefully and focus on how Emma's journey unfolds. Pay close attention to new vocabulary, phrases, and expressions that I'll highlight along the way. I'll stop at certain parts to explain the meaning of important words and sentences, so you can fully understand the story. This isn't just about listening, it's also about learning how words are used naturally in context. The goal is for you to enjoy the story while improving your listening comprehension and learning new words that you can use in everyday conversations. The story of Emma teaches us about resilience and the importance of staying positive, even when things don't go as planned. It's a reminder that every small step forward brings us closer to achieving our goals. So, are you ready to join Emma on her journey? Remember, this is a chance for you to practice listening, improve your vocabulary, and build confidence with English, all in one video. Get comfortable, focus on the story, and don't worry if you don't catch everything at first. You can always pause or re-listen to any part you need. By the end of this story, you'll have not only improved your listening skills but also learned some valuable lessons about staying strong and believing in yourself. Alright, let's begin. This is the story of Emma, a young dreamer, and her journey to creating a new life in a busy city. Emma had always dreamed of becoming a designer and living in a big city. The idea of creating beautiful things and working in a place full of opportunities excited her. So, one day, she packed her bags, said goodbye to her small hometown, and moved to the city. But when she arrived, things didn't go exactly as planned. Emma's first challenge was finding a job. She had her portfolio ready, a collection of her best design work, but nobody seemed interested. Every day, she would send her resume to different companies, hoping for a response. Maybe today someone will call me, she thought. But the days passed, and Emma's phone remained silent. Did you hear the word, portfolio? A portfolio is a collection of someone's best work, usually used by designers, artists, or photographers to show what they can do. It's like a visual resume that helps people see their skills. Emma started feeling discouraged. She walked through the city streets, surrounded by tall buildings, busy people, and the constant sound of cars honking. It was so different from the quiet life she had known. Some days, it felt like the city was too big, and she was too small. One evening, as Emma sat in a small cafe sipping tea, she overheard two people talking about a freelance project. A woman at the next table was saying, "We need a designer for a small job, but we can't find anyone." Emma's ears perked up. This could be her chance. Taking a deep breath, Emma walked over to the woman. "Excuse me," she said nervously, "I couldn't help but hear you're looking for a designer." "I'm a designer, and I'd love to help." The woman looked surprised but smiled warmly. "Really? Do you have a portfolio I can see?" she asked. Emma quickly pulled out her tablet and showed the woman her work. As the woman flipped through the designs, her smile grew bigger. "These are lovely. Can you start tomorrow?" Did you hear the word, freelance? A freelance job is a short-term project where you work for someone without being a full-time employee. It's a great way to gain experience and show your skills. Emma couldn't believe it. She had her first job in the city. It wasn't a big project, but it was a start. As she walked home that night, Emma felt proud of herself for being brave enough to speak up. She realized that sometimes, opportunities come when you least expect them. The next day, Emma started working on the freelance project. She spent hours creating designs, carefully paying attention to every detail. She wanted to impress her client and prove that she was capable of doing great work. When she presented the final designs a few days later, the woman was thrilled. "This is exactly what we needed. Thank you so much, Emma," she said. "I'll definitely recommend you to my friends." Emma's heart filled with joy. Not only had she completed her first project, but she had also taken her first step toward building a career in the city. Emma's story teaches us an important lesson. Sometimes, you have to take risks and put yourself out there. Even when things feel challenging, opportunities can come when you least expect them. Emma's freelance project was a success, and it gave her the confidence she needed to keep going. She knew this was only the beginning of her journey, but it was enough to give her hope. The woman she worked for kept her promise and recommended Emma to a few friends who also needed design work. One day, Emma received an email from a small startup company looking for a designer to help them with their new website. Emma was thrilled. This was a bigger project, and she couldn't wait to prove herself. The email said, "We're impressed with your portfolio, and we'd like to meet you for an interview. Can you come to our office tomorrow?" Emma couldn't stop smiling. It was finally happening. Her hard work was starting to pay off. Did you notice the word, startup? A startup is a new company that is just beginning to grow. Startups often look for talented people to help them get their business off the ground. The next morning, Emma put on her best outfit and headed to the company's office. The office was small but modern, with a lot of energy and people working hard. Emma met with the manager, a friendly man named Mr. Collins. "Your work is very impressive, Emma," Mr. Collins said after looking at her designs. "But we're looking for someone who can work quickly and handle deadlines. Do you think you can manage that?" Emma hesitated for a moment. She had never worked on such a big project before, but she knew she had to believe in herself. "Yes, I can handle it," she said with a confident smile. Mr. Collins nodded. "Great, let's start with a trial week. If you do well, we'll offer you a full-time position." The word, trial, here means a test period. A trial week is like a short test to see if someone is a good fit for a job before they are officially hired. Emma left the office feeling both excited and nervous. This was her chance, and she didn't want to mess it up. She spent the next week working harder than ever before. She stayed up late at night, double-checking her designs and making sure everything was perfect. When the trial week ended, Emma walked into the office to hear Mr. Collins' feedback. Her heart was pounding. "Emma," he said, "you did an excellent job. We'd like to officially offer you a position on our team." Emma couldn't believe her ears. "Thank you so much," she said with excitement. She had done it. She had landed her first real job as a designer in the city. Over the next few months, Emma worked hard and learned a lot. She faced challenges, like meeting tight deadlines and working with demanding clients, but she never gave up. Each project made her a better designer, and soon, she became one of the most valued members of the team. Did you hear the phrase, tight deadlines? This means a short amount of time to finish a task or project. Working under tight deadlines can be stressful, but it helps people improve their time management skills. One day, Emma's manager called her into his office. "Emma, we have a special project for one of our biggest clients, and we want you to lead the design team." Emma was speechless. She had come so far from the nervous girl who had moved to the city with just a dream and a portfolio. She thought back to her first freelance project, the risks she had taken, and the challenges she had overcome. "I'd be honored to lead the team," Emma said with a smile. As Emma walked home that evening, she looked up at the tall buildings that had once felt so overwhelming. Now, they felt like home. She realized that every small step she had taken, every risk, every late night, and every project, had brought her to this moment. Emma's journey teaches us an important lesson: success isn't instant. It demands bravery, consistent effort, and unwavering determination. Even when the road gets tough, it's vital to keep pushing forward, because every little step edges you closer to your dreams. As the months passed, Emma remained dedicated to her job. Each day was a chance to grow, whether she was learning to design a website, creating eye-catching graphics, or improving her communication with clients. Despite her progress, challenges persisted. Emma's workload was heavy, often extending late into the night to meet pressing deadlines. Although she had grown accustomed to the stress, it still tested her resilience. One afternoon, Emma received an email from a company that had noticed her work online a few months earlier. They were offering her a freelance opportunity. While thrilled about the new prospect, Emma felt a twinge of nervousness. Balancing her already demanding full-time job with an additional project would be tough. Still, she didn't want to let fear make her miss out on collaborating with a prestigious company. The email read, "Dear Emma, we admire your portfolio and would like to offer you a project. We're looking for someone to design a marketing campaign for our upcoming product launch. Let us know if you're interested, and we can discuss the details." Have you come across the term, portfolio? A portfolio is a curated collection of someone's best work. It highlights their skills and achievements, often used by designers, writers, and artists to present themselves to potential employers or clients. After reading the email, Emma leaned back in her chair, deep in thought. She was wary of taking on too much, but the opportunity felt like an important milestone. Saying no out of fear seemed like the wrong move after all her hard work. After a few moments of reflection, Emma decided to embrace the challenge. She responded to the email, expressing her interest in discussing the project further. A few days later, Emma had a meeting with Sarah, the company's project manager. Sarah outlined the ambitious scope of the project, designing a comprehensive marketing campaign for their new product launch. This included social media content, email newsletters, and advertisements. It was a significant undertaking, but Emma felt ready to rise to the occasion. Marketing campaign refers to a series of actions taken to promote a product or service. It can include advertising, social media posts, and other ways of reaching potential customers. Emma accepted the project terms and threw herself into the work. Over the following weeks, she spent countless hours carefully crafting each part of the campaign. Knowing how significant the product launch was for the company, Emma was determined to deliver flawless results. She saw this as an opportunity to showcase her ability to handle large-scale projects. As the deadline loomed closer, Emma began to feel the weight of stress. The sheer number of details she had to manage was overwhelming, and she feared she might not finish everything on time. Though she had faced tight deadlines before, this project felt different, bigger, more critical, with higher stakes. Have you heard the phrase, tight deadlines? It refers to situations where tasks need to be completed in a short amount of time. For example, if a job typically takes 2 weeks but must be done in one, that's a tight deadline. One late evening, as Emma pushed through her tasks, her phone buzzed. It was Sarah from the company. "Emma, I just wanted to check in. We know this project is a big one, but we're confident in your skills." "You're doing great," Sarah said. Hearing those words lifted Emma's spirits. Sometimes, a little encouragement is all it takes to keep going. "Thanks, Sarah. I'm doing my best to make sure everything is perfect," Emma replied. The following day, Emma finalized her designs. She meticulously aligned every element with the company's branding and ensured the campaign would resonate with their target audience. After weeks of relentless effort, she sent her work to Sarah for review. The response came quickly. Sarah called Emma, her excitement evident. "Emma, your work is fantastic. The campaign is exactly what we envisioned, and we're thrilled to move forward with it. In fact, we'd like to offer you a long-term contract to continue working with us." Emma was speechless. She had poured her heart into the project, pushed past her fears, and proved her capabilities. Now, she had the chance to solidify her career and continue collaborating with a prominent company. "Thank you so much, Sarah. I'm excited to keep working together," Emma said with gratitude. As Emma ended the call, she leaned back in her chair, taking a moment to reflect. The journey had been challenging, filled with obstacles and moments of doubt. But now, she was reaping the rewards of her persistence. With hard work, dedication, and a bit of courage, Emma had shown herself that she was capable of achieving her dreams, even in a big city where the competition was fierce. Emma's journey reminds us that success takes time and effort. It demands dedication, a willingness to take risks, and persistence in the face of challenges. Obstacles will arise, but with determination, they can be overcome, bringing you closer to your goals. Having completed her project successfully, Emma felt a well-earned sense of pride. Yet, as she reflected on her accomplishments, she realized another major hurdle lay ahead, meeting with her new clients to discuss future projects and the possibility of a long-term collaboration. While the opportunity excited her, it also brought a wave of nerves. Working with such a prominent company was a new milestone, and she wanted to leave a strong impression. When the day of the meeting arrived, Emma left nothing to chance. She reviewed the work she'd already delivered, practiced articulating her ideas with confidence, and prepared thoughtful questions to show her engagement. Despite her thorough preparation, nerves crept in as she stepped into the conference room. Taking a deep breath, she reassured herself, "You've done this before. You're prepared and capable." The meeting began with a warm welcome from Sarah, the project manager. "Emma, we're thrilled with the outstanding work you've done for us. You've truly proven yourself, and we're eager to explore how we can collaborate further," Sarah said with a smile. Emma returned the smile, her confidence growing. "Thank you, Sarah. I've genuinely enjoyed working with you and your team." She opened her laptop and began presenting her ideas for upcoming projects, ready to take the next step in building a lasting partnership. Did you hear the word, rehearsed? Rehearsing means practicing something, like a speech or a presentation, before you actually do it. It helps you feel more confident and prepared. As Emma started presenting her ideas, she began to feel more at ease. She spoke clearly and confidently, explaining how she could continue to help the company with their marketing campaigns. The more she talked, the more she realized how much she had grown. Just a few months ago, she was unsure of her skills, but now she was confidently sharing her thoughts with a group of professionals. But then, Sarah brought up a new challenge. We've been thinking about expanding our product line, and we need your help with designing new promotional materials. It's going to be a big project, and we want you to take the lead. Take the lead means to be in charge of something, to guide and manage the work. In this case, Emma would be responsible for leading the design of the new materials. Emma felt a little overwhelmed. She had never taken the lead on such a large project before, but she knew this was an opportunity she couldn't pass up. "I'd be happy to take on the project," she said, trying to sound confident. "I'm excited to help with the new product line." The meeting continued with discussions about timelines, budgets, and ideas for the new designs. Emma listened carefully, asking questions when she needed to. She made sure to take notes so she could remember all the details. It was a lot of information, but she was determined to keep up. Timelines, or the deadlines, are schedules that are set for completing tasks. Budgets refer to the amount of money that is available for a project or task. Both are important when planning any type of project. As the meeting came to a close, Sarah thanked Emma for her hard work and dedication. "We're looking forward to seeing your designs for the new product line. You've done great work so far, and we trust you'll continue to impress us." Emma left the meeting feeling proud of how well she had handled everything. She was no longer the nervous young woman who had moved to the city with big dreams. She had proven herself, and now she was in charge of a major project with a company that trusted her skills. Over the next few weeks, Emma worked tirelessly on the new promotional materials. She stayed late at the office and even worked over the weekends to make sure everything was perfect. It wasn't easy, but Emma was determined to make the project a success. She was learning new things every day, and each challenge she faced made her stronger. One evening, as she was reviewing the final designs, she felt a sense of accomplishment. The materials looked amazing, and she was proud of how far she had come. She sent everything over to Sarah for review and waited anxiously for feedback. The next day, Sarah called her. "Emma, we love the designs. You've done an excellent job. We're excited to launch the new campaign, and we want you to continue leading the creative team." Feedback is the information or advice given about someone's work, usually to help them improve. It can be positive or constructive, pointing out areas for improvement. Emma couldn't believe it. She had gone from feeling unsure of herself to now leading a creative team. The hard work, the long hours, and the challenges had all paid off. She was exactly where she had always wanted to be. As she reflected on everything she had achieved, Emma realized that her journey was just beginning. There would always be new challenges to face, but she now had the confidence and skills to overcome them. She had proven that with hard work, determination, and a willingness to learn, she could achieve anything. As the weeks went by, Emma's project continued to thrive. She led her team with confidence, guiding them through the creative process and making sure everything was on track. The new promotional materials were ready, and the campaign was set to launch. Emma couldn't believe how far she had come. What once felt like an impossible task had turned into a huge success. She had proven not only to her clients but also to herself that she was capable of handling any challenge that came her way. One evening, as Emma looked at the finished project, a sense of pride washed over her. She had taken the lead, faced obstacles head-on, and had come out victorious. But the real reward wasn't just the success of the project, it was the journey she had gone through to get there. She had grown so much, both personally and professionally, and learned to trust her abilities. The next day, Sarah called Emma into her office. As soon as Emma walked in, Sarah smiled. "Emma, I just wanted to take a moment to thank you for all of your hard work. The campaign was a huge success, and it's all thanks to you and your team. You've shown incredible leadership, and we're so happy with the results. We'd like to offer you a promotion." Emma's heart raced. A promotion? She had worked so hard, but she never expected to be offered something so soon. She smiled, feeling a wave of gratitude and excitement. "Thank you, Sarah. I'm honored, and I'm so grateful for the opportunity." Grateful means feeling thankful for something. Emma was grateful because the promotion was a recognition of all her hard work and dedication. With the promotion came even more responsibility, but Emma was ready. She had the confidence and the skills to take on new challenges. The future was looking brighter than ever, and she knew she was on the right path. She couldn't wait to see where her hard work would take her next. As Emma left the office that day, she reflected on everything she had achieved. She had come a long way from the nervous woman who had walked into that first meeting. Now, She was a leader, trusted by her clients and her team. She had faced many challenges, but each one had taught her something valuable. The road ahead might be difficult at times, but Emma knew she could handle whatever came her way. And as the days passed, Emma continued to grow. With every new project, she learned more, and with every success, her confidence soared. She had learned an important lesson: no dream was too big, and no challenge was too great. With hard work, perseverance, and a belief in herself, she could achieve anything. Perseverance means continuing to work hard and not giving up, even when things are tough. Emma's perseverance helped her succeed in her career. As Emma looked toward the future, she knew one thing for certain: she was ready to face whatever came her way. Her journey was just beginning, and she was excited for the new adventures that awaited her. The road to success might have its ups and downs, but Emma was more than ready for the ride. So, that was our story for today. I hope you enjoyed listening and picked up some new words and phrases along the way. Remember, practicing listening is one of the best ways to improve your English, and the more you practice, the better you'll become at understanding the language in real-life situations. By listening to stories like this one, you're not only improving your listening skills but also expanding your vocabulary and learning how sentences are naturally spoken. It's a fun and interactive way to improve, so I encourage you to keep practicing and challenge yourself every day. The more you listen, the more confident you'll feel when speaking and understanding English. Keep practicing with 24/7 English Learning, and I'll be here with more exciting stories and listening exercises to help you on your journey. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to 24/7 English Learning for more listening practice. And leave a comment below telling me what part of the story you liked best or if you learned something new today. I'd love to hear from you. See you next time.